Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be doing a video of the in-shop review. Haven't done one of these basically since I had my first, I had my pre-recorded videos for my vacation. And since then there are a lot of new things in the store that I thought it would be worth going over. So we're going to go ahead and do that and go over all the new items that have arrived in the shop. So first up, we have the Nimble FCM 50T. Now this is a 5.5k gold bundle, and this one right here is one of those deals which is a tank that is already in the store that is in it constantly. It's not here because I already have the tank or whatever. Wait, no, it's not here actually. Hold on. Is it here? I can't remember if it's in the shop normally or not. Anyway, this is a great deal right here because this is 30 days of premium. You get 9 equipment slots, you get an avatar, you get 25 times XP boosters on it, which really doesn't matter because it's only for that tank in particular. But it is still a good deal altogether, I would say, because of the 30 days of premium plus the Nimble FCM 50T, which is a pretty good tank. The FCM is a pretty decent tank in my opinion, so I would say that is worth it. Next up, we have some crates, American Invasion. Now, these crates right here contain basically pretty much all the American tanks from Tier 6 through Tier 10. Now, these, of course, are crates, and they do have a 10% drop chance. So, while they're still crates, and I would not recommend doing these because they are probably not going to get you anything, they aren't horrific crates because it does say right here, they do have a 10% chance of dropping a tank. But that tank could be a pretty crappy tank, like the T-25 Pilot 1 or the T-23E3, you know, not maybe the best of tanks or something. But I would say for crates, this is one of the better deals just because you do have a decently high chance of getting a tank in here. Of course, you have the 15k bundle, the 3k bundle, and there's some other ones, I think. No, I think this is it. I'm not sure. Next up, we have the 121B container. Now, this is one of those containers right here where you get a 25% drop chance for the tank or 8,500 gold. So these deals aren't horrible. Actually, these are pretty good. If you want gold, if you're getting gold, now it's not currently like that because right now, if you haven't bought anything, it's doubled the gold. So normally it's 25 bucks for 8,500 gold. And if you just want 8,500 gold, you would literally just get this right here and have a 25% chance instead to get the 121B, which for 25 bucks is pretty good. So these are usually actually pretty much the only crates that are good deals because you are guaranteed to get your money's worth if you either get the tank or the gold. So I would say this is a good deal right here for the 121B container. Next up, we have groundbreaking research, power buildup, and combat recon. Now, these, to be honest, are horrible. Never buy credits with gold like that. It's really not a good idea at all. You do get some premium for it, but the premium is way overpriced. So these are all right here. I would not recommend at all. Next up, we have the Centurion Mark 5/1 Dingo. Now, this tank is really good, and it's a great tier 8. But the price here is really just too much. I mean, 12,500 base, and you get 15,000 for the camouflage, 9 equipment slots, avatar, and you as well do get 3 mystery boxes, which is pretty nice, but it is only 3, so it's really honestly not that valuable. Whoa, voice crack right there, sorry. So it's really not that valuable. So in my opinion, this is a great tank, but it's just too overpriced here. It's just too much gold. If this was like 10,000 gold and like 12,500 gold, I would say is probably worth it there, but just seems like too much gold in my opinion. Next up, we have Massive Assault Heavy Offense in the M6A2E1 EXP. Now, we'll start on the right side here. This is a great deal, 5,000 gold for this tank. This tank is one of my favorite tier 8s. It's actually amazing. The armor profile on this tank is very strong. As well, you get 9 equipment slots for the tank with this deal as well. I would say that is definitely worth it for 5,000 gold. But for just a little bit more, 6,500 gold, you get the M6A2E1 or not EXP. It's basically the tier 7 version of the EXP, and it's only for another 1,500 gold, which I would say is a really good deal. So if you're planning on getting the EXP and you have enough gold to spend a 1,500 more, I would go for the Heavy Offensive just because you get basically almost a free tier 7. Like, it's 1,500 gold, barely anything. And if you want to spend 1,000 more, you can get a 10 XP boosters for that as well, and you do get 2, what are these? Time-tested rare camouflage. 2 of those, I guess. That's interesting. I'm actually not sure. Time-tested, rare camouflage for the M68. Oh, you get camouflage. So those are camouflages. You get the camouflages for this tank right here. And as well, what are those 2 crates? Oh, they're American Invasion crates. Okay, and you get 2 American Invasion crates. But honestly, I would say Massive Assault isn't worth it, and Heavy Offensive is basically just Massive Assault for cheaper. Alright, now we're moving on to the American Invasion crates. Now, of course, it is, recently was Independence Day, so these stuff is all going out in like one day, all these basically Independence Day deals and stuff. So if you do want to get these things right here, you got to go quickly because they're ending in a day. Alright, we have the American Invasion containers. Wait, did I already go over these? Yes, I did. I already went over American Invasion containers, so let's not go over those again. Alright, next up we have National Pride, T-34 Independence, and the HTC. So I would say right here, T-34 Independence and T-28 HTC, all 3 of these deals, these are all great. They're all worth it. It really comes down to what tanks you want. If you want both of them, go for National Pride. If you want one of the other, go for one of those. Honestly, they're all worth it right here. And I do recommend this. These are all good prices. And this one right here as well, you get 4 American Invasion containers. So this really is a good deal. National Pride right there. Alright, next up we have the Gold Dragon 121B. Now, of course, the 121B is a tier 10 for only 15,000 gold. It's kind of hard not to recommend this, and that's why I am recommending this. This here is an amazing deal. I mean, 15,000 gold, that's the same as the Centurion 5-1 Dingo, right, or whatever it is right there. The more expensive deal of that, that's the same, or you can get a tier 10. So this I definitely recommend right here. That's one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest tier 10s I think to ever come. I think this and the Chieftain are the cheapest tier 10s that you can buy. So right here I would definitely recommend getting this. As well, you get the legendary camouflage for it, and 9 equipment slots and 25 5x XP boosters. Next up, we have this Churchill Mark 4, or not, sorry, not Mark 4, Mark 6. I don't know why I said that. Oh, wait, no. These are for tournaments. So if you do play tournaments, these are for these. I doubt I really need to go over those. And then, of course, we have the 3 Collect 'em all containers, which are always in the shop. These are decent, crates, and there's only 3 of them there for 1,500 gold. It's kind of, a whatever. If you want to buy some crates, they're there. You can buy as many as you want or whatever. Those are always in the shop, though. Alright, moving on now to bundles. So, we have more crates. And if you guys couldn't tell right now, there's a lot of crates in shop. There's like three or so different crate bundles in shop right now. It's a little too much. I don't know why there's so many crates in store right now, but it is a lot. So, what we have here is the AMX M4 MLE 54 containers. Of course, this is an amazing tank in my opinion. This is one of the few tanks that I don't have that I actually really want. I really want this tank, but it's just so expensive, man. I mean, 14 containers for $100, like, relax, Wargame. This is just too much. I mean, one container is $10. Like, what are you supposed to do? I mean, sure, you can get the one time only where you get 3 containers for $10. That's not a horrible deal right there. But still, it's just so overpriced. I mean, for a 5% drop chance, if it was like 20% or something like ridiculous like that, that's about as much as you could get for me to buy something like this. It's just so much money. So yeah, I really don't recommend these as much as I love the tank here and as amazing as it is. I really can't stress, these containers are way too overpriced. Alright, moving on to Celestial Dragons. Now this is the, what is this? The WZ112-2 and the Type 62. So this is a $15 deal for 2 amazing tanks, a tier 7 and a tier 8, both with their legendary camouflages. I really recommend this deal right here. They're both amazing tanks, and it's only $15. So if you got the money, that's a good deal right there. But it is only 1 day left, so if you want to get it, you better hurry. Next up, we have the Fury. For $10, you get 30 days of premium, some boosters, some XP certificates, and some equipment slots and avatar along with the tank. So this right here is actually not a horrible deal. I wouldn't recommend it still, just because I think tier 6s aren't really tanks that you have to buy or whatever. But if you want to get the Fury or a tier 6, it is actually a really good deal here because of the premium and other things you get for it. I think it's a decent deal. Not like a really good deal. It's a decent deal if you want to get the Fury right there. And of course, we have the battle pass. If if you want the tank, go ahead and get it. It's worth it definitely to get the tank. Personally, in my opinion, I really just don't care that much, so I have not been getting battle passes in quite a while. But if you do want the tank, or if you think you want the rewards, excuse me, it's not awards. If you want the rewards and stuff for it, definitely go for the battle pass. It's pretty cheap. Next up, we have Triumphant Power, Victor's Might, and Choice of Champions. Now, these are Independence Day specials as well, where basically, for the same amount of money you use to get the gold, you also get 500 boosters of free XP boosters, crew XP boosters, and XP boosters, an avatar, 100 days of premium, and 6 million credits. If this was normal, where it's, normally half, right now it's double the amount of gold you get. So right now, I don't recommend getting these normally, but since they're leaving, they won't be. But normally, this would be worth it right here, because you're just getting the gold plus, extra things. But since the gold is double in shop right now, honestly, I would say this isn't really worth it. If they did this at a time when the gold wasn't double, it would definitely be worth it, because you're basically just getting free stuff. But at this time, yeah, it's not worth it. Next up, we have the TS5 containers. Yes, more containers. Thank you so much, Wargaming. We have TS5 containers. Now, these aren't super overpriced like the containers for the MLE, but I actually don't know how good the TS5 is. I have not had the time to watch any reviews on it or anything, so I really don't know. I'm sure most of you guys watching this video have watched reviews for it, so if you know the tank is good or bad, let me know. I'll probably go watch some reviews now right after this video. But if the tank is decent, not even if it's great or anything, if it's just decent or good, I think these aren't that bad of containers, just because they're not super expensive containers right here. I mean, you see right here, you get $3 for a container, $5 for 3 containers. I mean, that's not the best right there. $50 for 12 containers. They're still pretty expensive, in my opinion. I think most containers that aren't gold, really, you should just never get, basically. So I don't recommend this. But if the tank is, like, really good or something, it might not be the worst. But since I don't know how good the tank is, I really wouldn't recommend getting these containers right now. Alright, next up we have Scout Trooper, which is just 3 tier, what are these, tier 2 tanks, $4 for 3 tier 2s. If you like playing low tiers or tier 2 or something, go ahead, go for it. It really doesn't matter too much. They're just some low tiers. If you don't play low tiers, though, I really don't recommend getting that. Alright, that's going to be it for the in-shop review, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a little more about the tanks in-shop and if you want to get them or not. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.